Hi everyone, my name is Alexa Nguyendinh and I'm here to discuss my Capstone experience. The title of my project is Developing a System for Pediatric Occupational Therapy Outcome Measurement. Outcome measurement is the process of collecting data in order to track progress towards a client's goals. Outcome measurement is very important in OT practice because it helps prove that our interventions are effective. An outcome measurement plan focuses on what type of data needs to be collected, how it will be collected, by whom, how often, and how it will be displayed and analyzed. As the Capstone student, my role was to explore the therapist's perspectives on their current outcome measurement system in order to create solutions to make data collection more feasible. And so my capstone site was at PlaySense, which is a pediatric OT clinic that specializes in sensory integration. A big part of my experience was dedicated to interviewing the therapists at PlaySense in order to understand their perspectives on the system, what works, what doesn't work, and what are some barriers with collecting and reporting data. This was done through surveys and as well as focus groups. At the end of that, I was able to confirm that the therapists are confident in their ability to measure change and communicate the effects of therapy with families. However, implementing feasible methods of data collection was the challenging part. And so with that, through the therapist's insight as well as previous research on outcome measurement tools and methods, I was able to develop a manualized protocol and outline a new outcome measurement system for therapists. I included a flowchart from my manualized protocol that depicts my new outcome measurement system in orange as it's embedded into the pre-existing clinical practices of the therapist at PlaceSense, which is in purple. And so after I developed the protocol, I was able to disseminate my information and protocol to the therapist at PlaySense via a in-service. That was my project. And so why did I choose this project? I believed that my capstone project was very unique and so in terms of obtaining mentorship. And so I wanted to have a project idea focused on something that would give me a well-rounded set of skills. I was always very interested in the pediatric population, and during school, I developed a strong interest in understanding the behind the scenes of clinical practice. So, understanding assessments and the psychometric properties that come with assessments, I found that all very fascinating. And so, when I got the chance to do a project based on outcome measurement, I jumped at the chance. And so with my project, I was also able to have my own caseload as well as work towards a certificate in air sensor integration. So I believe that I was able to get my well-rounded experience. What did I learn? I learned a lot of things. I learned first and foremost that data collection is comprehensive, tedious, and very tricky to put into real life practice. In school, I found that conceptualizing data collection and outcome measurement, it was very easy to conceptualize, but when coming into actual clinical practice, it was a lot harder based on various external barriers. And so learning how to navigate those barriers was quite challenging, and I learned a lot. I developed skills in survey creation, hosting focus groups, and overall interpersonal communication with other professionals. Lastly, I learned good time management skills with juggling the capstone project, my caseload, and the certificate. Moving forward, implications of practice for the OT field. So my project is one part of a larger project that PlaySense has. And so my project, like I said, focused on therapist perspectives. The next student, her capstone project will focus on parental perspectives. And so the PlaySense team, they have an idea on kind of combining our projects together in order to improve their practice. So I'm very excited to see how that turns out. In terms of my future work, I realized that with this experience, It is the OT's responsibility to create these feasible methods for data collection, and it is especially important that we acknowledge the clinical importance of data collection while also respecting the lived experiences of these families. And so I believe that my experiences with this project, with fieldwork, and obtaining my certificate in ASI will help me develop a deeper understanding of the outcome measurement process in order to better support my future clients. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please contact me at anguyendinh.ot@gmail.com. So it's my first initial A, my last name, .ot@gmail.com. Thank you so much.